Hidden in the bustling heart of Manhattan, amidst the skyscrapers, art galleries, and busy streets of Chelsea, stands a museum unlike any other in New York City, the Rubin Museum of Art. Unlike the grand European or modern art institutions that often dominate the city, the Rubin Museum offers a unique window into the rich, mystical, and spiritual world of the Himalayas. As you step inside, you are transported far from the urban chaos, into a realm where art, religion, history, and philosophy intertwine. The museum is home to a stunning array of artifacts that span centuries, from delicate Buddhist, hand-painted scrolls that depict deities and sacred narratives to intricately carved sculptures of gods and goddesses that have been revered for generations. Each object tells a story, not just of the people and cultures that created them, but also of the spiritual and philosophical traditions that continue to shape the Himalayas today. Visitors are invited to slow down, to not just look at the art, but to engage with it on a deeper level. The Rubin Museum is designed as a space for contemplation and discovery, where each gallery encourages reflection, curiosity, and a sense of wonder. Beyond the visual beauty of its collection, the museum also reveals the complex symbolism and rich mythology embedded in Himalayan culture, stories of compassion, enlightenment, the struggle between light and darkness, and the profound human search for meaning. In this video, we will take you on an immersive journey through the Rubin Museum of Art. We will explore its fascinating history, from the vision of its founders, Donald and Shelley Rubin, to its transformation into a premier cultural institution in New York City. We will walk through its remarkable galleries, highlighting the most extraordinary pieces, and uncover the stories, symbolism, and traditions behind each artwork. Along the way, you'll discover how the Rubin Museum goes beyond being a repository of objects to become a living, breathing space where art, spirituality, and education intersect. Whether you are a first-time visitor curious about Himalayan culture, an art enthusiast eager to discover rare treasures, or someone seeking a moment of reflection in a busy city, the Rubin Museum promises an unforgettable experience. So, join us as we step inside this extraordinary museum and embark on a journey across time, space, and imagination, a journey into the heart of Himalayan art and culture. Right in the middle of New York City, the Rubin Museum of Art was officially opened in 2004, but its story began years earlier with the vision of Donald and Shelley Rubin, two passionate collectors and philanthropists deeply fascinated by Himalayan art and culture. The Rubins recognized that while the Western world had countless institutions showcasing European, American, and Asian art, there was no museum in New York dedicated exclusively to the art and spiritual traditions of the Himalayas, a region spanning Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, India, and surrounding areas. They wanted to create a space where these works could not only be preserved, but also experienced in a way that honored their cultural and spiritual significance. The building itself, the former Frederick P. Rose Building in Chelsea, had a rich architectural history. Originally constructed in the late 19th century as a department store warehouse, the structure was transformed under the guidance of architects who sought to preserve its historic charm while creating a modern, contemplative environment suitable for art display. The Rubins envisioned galleries bathed in natural light, with high ceilings, quiet alcoves, and open spaces that encourage reflection, meditation, and close study of each piece. From the beginning, the museum's mission was clear: to connect the people of New York and the world to Himalayan culture through art, education, and immersive experiences. This was not meant to be a static museum displaying objects behind glass. Instead, the Rubin Museum was designed as a living institution that would engage visitors, spark curiosity, and provide opportunities to understand the deeper meanings behind the art. The founders also emphasized education and accessibility. From the outset, the Rubin Museum offered programs for schools, universities, and the general public, including lectures, workshops, and meditation sessions. Their goal was to create a space where scholars, students, and casual visitors alike could learn about the Himalayas' complex spiritual and artistic traditions, bridging cultural gaps and fostering a deeper global understanding. Today, the Rubin Museum stands as a testament to the Rubins' vision, a unique institution in the heart of Manhattan, where ancient Himalayan traditions and contemporary educational practices converge. Its history is not just about a building or a collection, but about the dream of bringing a faraway culture to life, creating a bridge between East and West, and offering New Yorkers a rare opportunity to engage with some of the world's most exquisite and spiritually profound art. The Rubin Museum of Art is located in Manhattan's Chelsea neighborhood, a vibrant and culturally rich part of New York City that has long been associated with art galleries, creative spaces, and innovative cultural institutions. Chelsea itself is a neighborhood that has transformed over the decades, from its early industrial roots to becoming one of the city's foremost art districts, filled with contemporary galleries, theaters, and cultural hubs. Nestled within this dynamic urban landscape, the Rubin Museum offers a striking contrast, a serene oasis where visitors can step away from the busy streets and immerse themselves in the contemplative world of Himalayan art. The museum's precise location in Chelsea places it in close proximity to other iconic New York attractions, making it easily accessible to tourists, students, and local residents alike. It is not just a destination for art lovers, but also for anyone seeking a quiet, reflective space amidst the energy of Manhattan. The area around the museum, with its mix of historic architecture and modern developments, mirrors the museum's own blend of tradition and innovation, preserving the past while embracing contemporary, curatorial, and educational practices. Architecturally, the building itself creates a seamless transition from the bustling city streets into a more meditative environment. Visitors enter through a modest yet inviting entrance, leaving behind the noise of New York City, and step into galleries designed to encourage exploration and reflection. The layout of the museum guides visitors through a carefully curated journey, with each gallery and exhibit thoughtfully positioned to highlight the interconnectedness of Himalayan art, culture, and spirituality. Moreover, the location within Chelsea allows the Rubin Museum to actively participate in the neighborhood's thriving cultural scene. The museum frequently collaborates with nearby galleries, cultural institutions, and educational centers, hosting joint exhibitions, talks, and special events that enrich the artistic life of the city. Its location also makes it a central point for tourists seeking an off-the-beaten path experience away from the traditional museum corridors of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or MoMA, and into a space dedicated entirely to Himalayan traditions. Ultimately, the Rubin Museum's location in Chelsea is both strategic and symbolic. It situates Himalayan art in the heart of a global metropolis, highlighting the relevance and universal appeal of these traditions. At the same time, the museum's serene atmosphere offers a counterbalance to the energy of Manhattan, inviting visitors to slow down, reflect, and engage deeply with the art and ideas on display. It is a rare cultural sanctuary where the bustling city and the contemplative spirit of the Himalayas coexist harmoniously. The Rubin Museum of Art houses an extraordinary collection of over 3,000 objects, representing more than 1,000 years of Himalayan art and culture. Its holdings span a vast geographical area, including Nepal, Tibet, Bhutan, northern India, and surrounding regions, offering a unique window into the spiritual, artistic, and cultural traditions of the Himalayas. The collection is not just about aesthetics, it is a reflection of a worldview where art, religion, and philosophy are deeply intertwined. One of the most remarkable aspects of the museum's collection is its diversity. Visitors encounter intricately painted thangkas, traditional scroll paintings that depict Buddhist deities, mandalas, and sacred narratives. Each thangka is more than just a painting, it is a tool for meditation and spiritual practice, meticulously designed to guide the viewer toward reflection and enlightenment. The museum also houses sculptures carved from wood, stone, and bronze, representing gods, goddesses, and spiritual teachers. These sculptures are often adorned with elaborate details and symbolism, each element carrying profound meaning within Buddhist and Hindu traditions. In addition to paintings and sculptures, the collection includes ritual objects, such as ceremonial masks, meditation tools, and religious instruments, which reveal the practical and devotional aspects of Himalayan spiritual life. Textiles and ceramics further enrich the collection, highlighting the craftsmanship and cultural significance of everyday objects and ceremonial artifacts. Together, these works offer a holistic view of Himalayan society, where art is inseparable from spiritual practice and daily life. The Rubin Museum's collection is also carefully curated to emphasize themes of spirituality, mythology, and meditation. For instance, many galleries explore the concept of enlightenment and the path toward spiritual awakening, using visual storytelling to convey complex philosophical ideas. Visitors can witness how the Himalayas' rugged landscapes, traditions, and cultural interactions over centuries have shaped these works, creating art that is both visually captivating and intellectually profound. Beyond historical pieces, the museum also embraces contemporary Himalayan art, featuring works by modern artists inspired by traditional themes. This dialogue between past and present allows visitors to see how ancient motifs, spiritual concepts, and artistic techniques continue to evolve and resonate in the modern world. Ultimately, the Rubin Museum's collection is not merely a compilation of beautiful objects. It is a carefully designed journey through the spiritual and artistic heart of the Himalayas. Every painting, sculpture, and ritual object is an invitation to explore the values, beliefs, and imagination of a region that has captivated scholars, travelers, and artists for centuries. The collection encourages visitors to look beyond surface beauty and engage with the deeper meanings embedded in each work, creating an experience that is both intellectually stimulating and spiritually enriching. Within the Rubin Museum's vast and carefully curated collection, certain exhibits stand out as particularly iconic and representative of Himalayan art's spiritual depth and visual grandeur. These highlighted works not only showcase exceptional craftsmanship but also convey profound stories and teachings from Buddhist and Hindu traditions, one of the most striking exhibits is the Avalokitesvara sculpture, a deity representing compassion. This intricate statue captures the essence of Buddhist ideals, with Avalokitesvara often depicted with multiple arms, each symbolizing the ability to reach out and assist sentient beings. The sculpture's delicate details, from the serene expression of the face to the intricate patterns on robes and jewelry, invite viewers to contemplate the virtues of empathy, kindness, and selflessness. Another centerpiece is the collection of thangkas, vividly painted scrolls that serve as both artistic and spiritual tools. Each thangka depicts sacred narratives, deities, or mandalas, designed to guide meditation and reflection. Some thangkas illustrate complex cosmologies, showing the universe as seen through Tibetan Buddhist philosophy, while others tell moral stories meant to inspire ethical living. Visitors are often struck by the incredible precision and vibrant colors, which have been preserved for centuries through careful artistry and traditional techniques. The museum also features ritual objects that reveal the practical and ceremonial aspects of Himalayan spiritual life. Items such as prayer wheels, ceremonial masks, and Vudra's ritual scepters provide insight into the daily practices, festivals, and meditative exercises that are central to Buddhist and Hindu communities. These objects, though functional, are also works of art in themselves, reflecting the deep interconnection between beauty, symbolism, and spirituality in Himalayan culture. A unique feature of the Rubin Museum is its dedication to interactive and thematic galleries. For example, the museum often organizes exhibits around concepts like enlightenment, the cycle of life and death, or the spiritual significance of Himalayan landscapes. In these galleries, visitors can experience immersive storytelling, multimedia displays, and hands-on educational elements, making the art feel alive and deeply relevant. The museum also highlights rare historical pieces such as intricately carved ritual statues, ancient manuscripts, and ceremonial textiles. These artifacts not only demonstrate technical mastery but also provide a tangible link to the region's history, religion, and cultural exchanges. Some objects date back over 1,000 years, offering a window into the lives, beliefs, and artistic achievements of Himalayan societies throughout history. In short, the Rubin Museum's highlighted exhibits are much more than visually stunning displays. They are gateways into a rich cultural and spiritual universe, inviting visitors to reflect, learn, and engage deeply with the traditions and philosophies of the Himalayas. Each exhibit is carefully chosen to convey not just aesthetic beauty but also the timeless wisdom and values embedded in Himalayan art, offering an experience that is as intellectually enriching as it is emotionally moving. Beyond its impressive galleries and stunning exhibits, the Rubin Museum of Art is deeply committed to education and public engagement. From the very beginning, the founders envisioned the museum not just as a space for viewing art, but as a hub for learning, cultural exchange, and personal growth. Today, the museum offers a wide range of programs designed to connect visitors of all ages and backgrounds to the rich, spiritual, and artistic traditions of the Himalayas. One of the museum's key focuses is school and academic programs. The Rubin Museum works closely with local schools, universities, and educational organizations to provide students with hands-on learning experiences. These programs include guided tours, workshops, and curriculum-based activities that teach students about Himalayan history, art, and culture. By integrating art with history, philosophy, and social studies, these programs encourage critical thinking, creativity, and cross-cultural understanding. The museum also hosts lectures and panel discussions featuring leading scholars, artists, and practitioners of Himalayan traditions. These events provide in-depth insights into topics such as Buddhist philosophy, meditation practices, and the symbolism of sacred art. Visitors can learn directly from experts who bring decades of research and personal experience, bridging the gap between academic study and public appreciation. Another hallmark of the Rubin Museum's educational offerings is its meditation and mindfulness programs. Recognizing that many of its artifacts were created for spiritual practice, the museum provides opportunities for visitors to engage with these traditions personally. Guided meditation sessions, workshops on mindfulness, and experiential learning events allow participants to explore the meditative and contemplative dimensions of Himalayan art. These programs are designed to foster a deeper understanding of the objects on display while also promoting personal well-being and reflection. In addition, the Rubin Museum offers family-friendly activities and workshops. These programs are designed to introduce younger audiences to Himalayan culture in engaging and accessible ways. Children and families can participate in hands-on art-making workshops, storytelling sessions, and interactive exhibits that encourage creativity, observation, and cultural curiosity. By nurturing young minds, the museum helps inspire the next generation of art lovers and culturally aware global citizens. The museum also leverages digital education and online programming to reach audiences beyond New York City. Virtual tours, online lectures, and interactive digital exhibits allow people around the world to experience the museum's collections, participate in learning programs, and engage with Himalayan art from the comfort of their homes. This commitment to accessibility ensures that the Rubin Museum's educational mission extends far beyond its physical walls. Overall, the Rubin Museum's education and programs are integral to its identity. They transform the museum from a static display of objects into a dynamic space for learning, contemplation, and cultural exchange. Visitors do not simply observe arts, they interact with it, reflect upon it, and gain a deeper understanding of the complex, spiritual, and artistic heritage of the Himalayas. These programs ensure that the museum remains a living institution, continuously inspiring curiosity, knowledge, and meaningful engagement for all who enter its doors. The Rubin Museum of Art is not only remarkable for its collections but also for the thoughtful design and architecture of the building itself. Housed in the former Frederick P. Rose Building in Chelsea, the museum successfully transforms a historic commercial structure into a serene, contemplative space that enhances the visitor's experience of Himalayan art. The architecture serves as an essential part of the museum's mission, creating an environment where the art, spirituality, and learning intersect seamlessly. From the moment visitors enter, the design encourages a sense of calm and introspection. High ceilings, open galleries, and strategically placed skylights allow natural light to wash over the artwork, highlighting intricate details in sculptures, thangkas, and ritual objects. The interplay of light and shadow within the galleries evokes a meditative atmosphere, encouraging visitors to slow down, observe carefully, and engage deeply with each piece. The museum's layout and flow are carefully curated to guide visitors through thematic and chronological journeys. Galleries are arranged to create an intuitive progression, whether exploring the evolution of Himalayan art, the spiritual significance of specific deities, or the symbolic meanings embedded in ritual objects. Intimate alcoves and quiet corners offer spaces for contemplation, reflection, and personal connection with the art. Allowing the museum to feel like more than just a gallery, it becomes a sanctuary for the mind and spirit. The building also balances historical preservation with modern functionality. Original architectural elements, such as exposed brick and ornamental details, are preserved, maintaining the character of the 19th century structure. At the same time, modern interventions, such as climate-controlled display cases, advanced lighting systems, and multimedia installations ensure that the museum meets contemporary standards for art conservation, presentation, and visitor engagement. Another distinctive feature of the museum's architecture is its attention to spatial storytelling. Each gallery is designed to immerse visitors in the world of the Himalayas, using scale, layout, and visual hierarchy to convey spiritual narratives. Large-scale sculptures are positioned to command attention, while smaller, intricate works are displayed at eye level for intimate viewing. This careful curation ensures that visitors can appreciate both the grandeur and subtlety of Himalayan art. Accessibility and visitor comfort are also key considerations. Wide pathways, seating areas, and clear signage ensure that all guests, regardless of mobility, can navigate the museum easily. The design also incorporates spaces for workshops, lectures, and meditation sessions, blending exhibition areas with functional zones for learning and engagement. In essence, the architecture and design of the Rubin Museum of Art are not merely about aesthetics, they are an integral part of the museum's storytelling and educational mission. The building itself becomes a vessel for reflection, meditation, and discovery, enhancing the visitor's connection to the spiritual and cultural heritage of the Himalayas. By combining historical character with modern functionality and contemplative spaces, the Rubin Museum provides an environment where every element from light and layout to materials and flow works together to create a transformative experience. In addition to its permanent collection, the Rubin Museum of Art is renowned for its dynamic special exhibitions and engaging events. These temporary displays and programs allow the museum to explore new themes, showcase contemporary artists, and create dialogues between traditional Himalayan art and modern cultural expressions. Special exhibitions often provide visitors with fresh perspectives, encouraging deeper engagement with both the past and the present. The museum frequently curates exhibitions around specific themes, deities, or cultural practices. For instance, past exhibitions have explored the symbolism of compassion in Buddhist art, the spiritual significance of Himalayan landscapes, or the intersection of art and ritual in Tibetan monasteries. Each exhibition is meticulously researched and presented with detailed labels, multimedia components, and interactive elements, allowing visitors to fully immerse themselves in the subject matter. Contemporary art is also a significant focus. The Rubin Museum often features modern artists inspired by Himalayan traditions, showcasing how age-old motifs and spiritual concepts continue to resonate in today's artistic landscape. These exhibitions create a dialogue between centuries of history and contemporary creativity, highlighting the ongoing relevance of Himalayan art in global culture. Special events complement these exhibitions, including artist talks, panel discussions, film screenings, and live performances. Visitors may attend a lecture by a leading scholar on Tibetan Buddhism, watch a traditional Himalayan dance performance, or participate in a hands-on workshop exploring Buddhist meditation techniques. These events transform the museum into a living cultural center where learning, performance, and reflection intersect. The museum also celebrates seasonal and cultural festivals, such as Losar, the Tibetan New Year. During these times, the Rubin Museum becomes a hub of celebration, with ceremonial rituals, music, dance, and storytelling, providing a vibrant and immersive experience that brings the culture of the Himalayas to life. Such events not only educate visitors but also foster a sense of community, connecting people from diverse backgrounds through shared experiences of art and spirituality. Another unique feature is the museum's rotating focus galleries, which allow curators to highlight underrepresented aspects of the collection or experiment with thematic displays. This ensures that even repeat visitors encounter new stories and artifacts, keeping the museum experience fresh, engaging, and intellectually stimulating. Ultimately, the Rubin Museum's special exhibitions and events embody its mission of making Himalayan art accessible, relevant, and alive. By blending historical treasures with contemporary interpretations, scholarly insight with interactive participation, and visual art with live performance, the museum offers an experience that goes far beyond traditional museum visits. These exhibitions and events create a vibrant, multidimensional journey, inviting visitors to explore, reflect, and connect with the art, culture, and spiritual heritage of the Himalayas in ways that are both meaningful and unforgettable. Visiting the Rubin Museum of Art is more than just observing beautiful artifacts, is an immersive journey that engages the mind, spirit, and senses. From the moment visitors step through the entrance, the museum is designed to create a contemplative, reflective environment, offering a stark yet harmonious contrast to the bustling streets of Manhattan. Every element, from gallery layout to lighting, signage, and seating, is carefully considered to enhance the visitor's experience. Upon arrival, guests are greeted with a calm, open space that immediately sets the tone for exploration and reflection. The museum's layout encourages a natural flow, guiding visitors through thematic and chronological narratives that reveal the history, philosophy, and spiritual significance behind the art. Wide pathways, intimate alcoves, and strategically placed seating areas allow guests to pause, absorb, and contemplate the works on display at their own pace. Visitors often highlight the museum's interactive and multimedia features, which enhance engagement. Touchscreens, audio guides, and educational displays provide context, historical background, and explanations of symbolism, making the art accessible even to those unfamiliar with Himalayan culture. These tools help bridge cultural gaps, allowing visitors to understand the deeper meanings behind complex rituals, deities, and artistic motifs. The Rubin Museum also offers guided tours led by knowledgeable docents and curators. These tours provide detailed insights into individual artworks, thematic galleries, and the cultural context of Himalayan traditions. Tour participants gain not only knowledge about art techniques and history, but also a deeper appreciation for the spiritual and philosophical dimensions of the exhibits. Another notable aspect of the visitor experience is the opportunity to participate in meditation sessions and contemplative practices. Recognizing that much of Himalayan art was created as a tool for spiritual practice, the museum offers guided meditation programs, workshops, and mindfulness exercises that allow visitors to connect personally with the artwork. These immersive experiences make the visit not just educational but transformative, offering moments of introspection and tranquility in the heart of New York City. For families, the museum provides child-friendly programs and interactive workshops, ensuring that young visitors can engage with the art in a hands-on, meaningful way. Storytelling sessions, art-making activities, and themed educational programs introduce children to the rich culture, mythology, and symbolism of the Himalayas in a manner that is both entertaining and intellectually stimulating. Finally, the Rubin Museum's cafe and gift shop contribute to the visitor experience by offering spaces for relaxation, reflection, and cultural exploration. The cafe features Himalayan-inspired cuisine, providing an additional sensory connection to the region, while the gift shop offers books, art objects, and replicas that allow visitors to take a piece of the museum's experience home with them. In essence, a visit to the Rubin Museum is a multisensory, multidimensional experience. It goes beyond simply viewing art. It is a journey into the culture, spirituality, and history of the Himalayas. thoughtfully designed to engage, educate, and inspire visitors of all ages and backgrounds. Every detail, from layout and lighting to programming and amenities, is curated to ensure that the museum leaves a lasting impression, transforming a simple museum visit into a memorable and enlightening adventure. Since its opening in 2004, the Rubin Museum of Art has made a significant impact on the cultural landscape of New York City and beyond. Unlike many traditional museums that focus primarily on Western art, the Rubin Museum has carved a unique niche, bringing the rich, artistic, and spiritual heritage of the Himalayas into the public consciousness. Its influence extends across education, scholarship, tourism, and cross-cultural understanding, positioning it as a vital institution in both the local and global art community. The museum's commitment to education and public engagement has been widely recognized. Through its diverse programming, including lectures, workshops, guided tours, and meditation sessions, the Rubin Museum has educated thousands of students, scholars, and general visitors, fostering a deeper understanding of Himalayan culture and spiritual traditions. Schools and universities often partner with the museum to provide curriculum-based learning experiences, ensuring that younger generations gain access to this unique cultural knowledge. On a scholarly level, the Rubin Museum has contributed to the field of Himalayan studies by supporting research, publishing catalogs, and hosting its collection of rare and historically significant artifacts has become an essential resource for researchers studying Tibetan Buddhism, Himalayan art, and cultural exchange across South and Central Asia. By combining meticulous preservation with accessible public display, the museum bridges the gap between academic research and general audience engagement. The Rubin Museum has also received critical acclaim for its exhibitions, design, and educational programs. Scholars, journalists, and cultural commentators have praised the museum for its innovative approach to museum curation, its ability to balance traditional and contemporary art, and its dedication to immersive, multisensory experiences. The museum has been featured in numerous publications as a must-visit destination for both tourists and art enthusiasts. Its impact on tourism and local culture is equally notable. Located in Chelsea, the museum draws visitors from around the world, enriching New York City's reputation as a global center for art and culture. Tourists are attracted not only by the collection itself but also by the museum's unique programming and its serene, contemplative atmosphere, rare experience in the midst of Manhattan's fast-paced urban environment. Furthermore, the Rubin Museum has helped raise awareness and appreciation for Himalayan art more broadly. By presenting these works in a thoughtful, accessible way, the museum highlights the complexity, beauty, and spiritual significance of Himalayan culture, inspiring audiences to engage with it on intellectual, aesthetic, and emotional levels. Many visitors leave with a renewed appreciation for the ways in which art can serve as a bridge between cultures and as a tool for personal reflection and spiritual exploration. In summary, the Rubin Museum of Art's impact and recognition stem from its unique combination of cultural preservation, educational outreach, scholarly contribution, and immersive visitor experiences. It has established itself as a premier institution, not just for Himalayan art, but for innovative museum practice, intercultural understanding, and spiritual engagement. Through its collections, programs, and community presence, the Rubin Museum continues to inspire, educate, and transform the way people perceive and interact with the art and culture of the Himalayas. The Rubin Museum of Art stands as a unique cultural sanctuary in the heart of Manhattan, offering an unparalleled journey into the art, history, and spiritual traditions of the Himalayas. From its carefully curated collection of over 3,000 objects to its thoughtfully designed galleries, interactive programs, and immersive educational experiences, the museum goes far beyond the traditional role of an art institution. It is a place where visitors can reflect, learn, and engage deeply with cultures that span centuries and continents. Whether it is the serenity inspired by intricately carved sculptures, the vibrant storytelling of thangkas, the contemplative atmosphere of the galleries, or the dynamic special exhibitions and public programs, every aspect of the Rubin Museum is designed to create a meaningful connection between the art, the viewer, and the larger cultural and spiritual contexts from which it originates. Visitors leave not only with an appreciation of Himalayan art but also with insights into the philosophies, histories, and practices that shape these remarkable works. In today's fast-paced world, the Rubin Museum offers something increasingly rare, a chance to pause, to observe, and to contemplate. It encourages visitors to slow down and explore art as a bridge between cultures, as a tool for education, and as a source of personal inspiration. Its impact is felt not only by the thousands of annual visitors but also by scholars, students, and global audiences who engage with its programs, research, and digital offerings. If you are planning a visit to New York City, the Rubin Museum of Art is more than a museum. It is an experience, a journey into a world of spiritual richness, artistic mastery, and cultural discovery. It reminds us that art is not merely something to look at, but something to experience, reflect upon, and carry with us long after we leave its walls. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Rubin Museum of Art. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth journeys into the world's most fascinating museums. And remember, art is more than just a visual experience, it is a gateway to understanding, reflection, and connection.